Oh. Oh my.
Hey! What's up, my peoples? EmGo here, the freaking geek himself, and today we will be reviewing the big Firebird toy, NICEE. So here we are, and there she is. And first and foremost, as always, we'll take a quick look at the packaging, and right out the gates, yeah. I mean, let's be honest, this is the main selling point of the figure, so they know what they're doing. They know exactly what they're doing. EX01, NICEE, big Firebird logo up top, NICEE. On this side of the box, we have a glimpse of the alt mode, NICEE. On the other side of the box, a glimpse of the robot mode, NICEE. On the bottom, nothing. On the back, you have your obligatory product shots. She does this at the other things and stuff. Warning, don't eat anything in this box that could be very bad for you. And that's basically it for the packaging. Also included is a collector's card, and they had way too much fun with this. Way too much fun. And on the back, just some more of them having way too much fun. Hooray for cards! And I had to show this off. Of course, you get a nice booklet here of instruction. Hooray for instructions! And moving right along here, we have NICEE, and this is Big Firebird Toys' take on Arcee, a very stylized, very exaggerated take on Arcee. But here she is in her vehicle mode, and as you can see, this borrows heavily from the Thrilling 30 mold. And you'll see that better when we get to the comparisons. But yeah, here she is in her vehicle mode. And let's get in close here so we can take a look at the details. You have the headlights done in a nice transparent plastic. All of the white is done in a nice pearlescent finish, which I do quite like. All the pink is a nice metallic pink. So it all just really pops. And you can see the windshield done in that nice transparent plastic. You even get a little steering wheel and everything going on there. Got the seats. See the wheels there. Even the rims are done in that nice metallic pink. Got the little fin there. Again, a lot of that nice metallic pink, a lot of that pearlescent white. Looks quite nice. And you got that transparent plastic on the back for the tail lights. And there is the top. There is the bottom. You do have rubber tires. You do have visible row boob syndrome. And what makes it even funnier is where her hands end up. Is they're just like she's protecting them. She's protecting them. That's all. Considering where they end up, I mean, that's just, you know, that's the kind of breast reduction surgery you don't want to have. So she's just protecting them. She's protecting the girls. That's all. She's protecting the girls because she rolls, as rolling things should. Hooray for rolling. And for comparison, here she is with the Thrilling 30 Deluxe Arcee. So you can see how that works out. And here she is with the Weijiang upscaled version of the Thrilling 30 mold, and you can better see here the similarities between the molds, and you can see that they definitely borrowed heavily from this mold. Lots of similarities there as far as how she transforms and whatnot. So yeah, they definitely used this mold as the base for their figure. So there you go. Now, as far as accessories go, she does include a lot of accessories. Only one of them stores in the vehicle mode, at least according to the instructions. But yeah, we'll get to those when we get to those. But that's pretty much it for the vehicle mode. I think it looks pretty good for what it is. So let's get down to transformation, shall we? So, first thing we need to do is a little bit of parts forming. What? Parts forming? Shh. Shh. It's okay. It's alright. It's alright. It's not the end of the world. It's alright. But we need to raise up this back panel here. And we need to just untab these side sections. Like so. And like so. This side's particularly tight. And there's also two tabs that go in right up here. And this is where her gun stores. Now the instructions, I think are telling you to do this wrong, because in the instructions, they want you to have it plugged in, they want you to have it plugged in this way, But if you do it this way, then this gets in the way of this sitting flush because her butt gets in the way. Literally, her butt gets in the way and this won't sit flush like it's supposed to. So I believe it's supposed to be with the handle facing the back like that. That's the way I got it to work anyway. But anyway, that's where her gun stores. We'll just take this off, put that off to the side, and we're going to put this off to the side. You can see her booty cheeks just kind of hanging out there. But now we can continue with the transformation. So at this point now, if it hasn't done it for you already, the legs do tab in to the sides right in here. So just untab the leg and just bring it down. And then we just kind of bring the hip down, straighten this out. Like so. There's a little tab that it'll swoop into. And you just bring the hip up and rotate her foot. We do need to just open up her high heels a little bit there. Just make sure that everything is sitting level. And there you go. There you have the leg all done. Second verse is just like the first. So again, just unpeg that from the side, swing it down, and then just straighten everything out. There we go. Get everything rotate around properly. There we go. Then just shift that up. And then rotate the foot. And again, just open up the heel there so everything is sitting level as it should. And there you pretty much have her lower body all done. And now we can move on to the upper body. So what we're going to do here is we're going to just push down on these side sections here. So just push down. There's a little tab that goes in there. And then you can just kind of open that up. So a peg that goes in there. And you can just push that down, open that up, and just kind of get those out of the way. And then we can come here and undo this, and this will come back. This whole assembly here with the seats will just rock forward like that. And as you can see, these pegs go into the arms right in here. So you're undoing that. And then just bring these bits down, bring that down, and there we go. So her arms are freed up. We need to come up a little bit more so I have some room to operate. There we go. So we're just going to bring her arms out on these hinges here. Then you just kind of rotate down her elbow pad. Her elbow pad. That's a shoulder. Her shoulder pad. Then rotate her arm there at the bicep. And then just rotate her hand around so everything is oriented properly. Second verse is just like the first. So just bring that around. Just rotate the shoulder pad down. Rotate that, and there you go. So once we have all that done, we just take this whole assembly here, and all this will just drop down. This will drop right in here, like so. So everything sits where it's supposed to. And just kind of get all that sitting flush there. And we are on our way. So we're just going to take this hood assembly here. This is on a double hinge as well. Just rock that back. You want to take these wheels and rotate them in. Rotate them in. If these hinges are too tight when you take it out of the box, just loosen those screws right there. And that'll fix that problem. Because those were super tight when I took them out of the box and I couldn't get these wheels rotated. But let's get that going. So you pretty much have her backpack all done. And then you just turn her head around like so. And get her standing, and there you go. There you have NICEE in her robot mode. And it's a good looking bot, you know, again, very stylized, very exaggerated in places, but a good looking bot. Originally it was going to have a straight up G1 Arcee head sculpt, but that got scrapped. But oh no, though, still looks pretty good. Now let's get in close here. So, oh no, eyes up here! Eyes up here! We'll talk about those later, because we do have to talk about those. Let's take a look at the head sculpt. But as you can see, it's a very just kind of anime robot girl head sculpt, but looks pretty good. I got that green for the eyes there. Or is that teal? It's more teal, really. But yeah, oh no. You got the nice metallic pink there. You got some silver there on the sides. But, oh no, nice head sculpt going on there. And of course, yes, you have all of that going on there. Yeah. But again, love the paint job on it. Love that pearlescent finish. Love that metallic pink. Yeah, all in all, it is a nice design. You even get some nice die-cast parts in there as well. Just kind of peeking out here and there. And her little feet, her little high heels. And then that nice metallic pink. And moving up the back. Yeah, she's got a little booty going on there. And of course she has the backpack because, you know, do I need to say it? I need to say it. Of course it's gonna have a backpack! But anyway, but yeah. All in all though, pretty nice for what it is now. Articulation-wise, the neck is on a ball joint at the base. You have your wiggly waggly there. You also have a hinge at the top of the neck itself, so the head can pivot up, and she can do a total squirrel, and she can totally look down and be all like, what are those? She can do that. The arms can rotate, can do a full 360, can move in and out. You can move the shoulder pad up, so you can get some extra movement there. So you have some hinges to work with. You do have bicep rotation, elbows. You get over 90 degrees of bend. The hands, the wrists are on a ball joint. You just have the upper torso here on a ball joint. So there's your rotation, your crunch, your wiggly waggly, all that good stuff. I don't think there's anything at the waist itself. No, that doesn't seem to move. Legs can go forward about that far, back about that far, outward. You're only getting about that far. Actually, if you bring the hip down, I totally forgot you had this hip joint here. Bring the hip down, yeah, you get pretty much the full splits. Then you get your thigh rotation in there. You do have a double jointed knee, so you get a nice range of movement there at the knees. You can see those little pistons working there, which is quite nice. That's pretty cool. They work that in there. And her little feeties, they can move up, they can move down. You do have your tiltage, and you also have rotation. Now, as far as this back piece that we pulled off of the vehicle mode, there's a couple things we can do with it. We can remove this little fin section here, just rotate it, and this comes right out. And you can plug this into the side of her arm. I guess it's like an arm blade. Hey, it's a thing you can do if you want to do it. Or you can just do, hey, the car part becomes a shield. You use that same post, and that just plugs in there. And you can have that going on if you want to. Hey, again, things you can do if you want. But if you don't mind having a little extra junk hanging off your trunk, you can always just bring this section back down and just tab it right back in where it was in the vehicle mode. You just gotta make sure that these bits are at the right angle, because if they're not, they will prevent this from tabbing in the way it's supposed to. But there you go, you can just have that hanging down, you know. Hey, again, things you can do if you want to do it. Me personally, I don't care for that. I usually just have her holding it as a shield, but hey, as always, it's yours. Display it however you wish. And these bits here on ball joints, you can just kind of angle those how you want also. So you have quite a bit of customization as far as how you display her, but we'll get into all that in a little bit. But now let's run through the accessories. The first thing you got is a little blaster here, then in that pearlescent white and that metallic pink. That looks pretty cool. Nice design. So you got that. She does have a sword. Again, done in that nice pearlescent white and metallic pink. That looks quite good. You get that as well. You also get a transclearance arrow. I'll show you what this is for in a bit. You also get this little post here, and I'll show off what this is for in a bit. Also, we get a bunch of optional hands. You just got these splayed open hands, which come on the figure right out of the box. And these are the ones that are best for transforming her into vehicle mode. All the other hands just kind of get in the way and kind of hang too low and prevent her from rolling. So these are the best hands to have on her when you're going into alt mode. But she does come with a pair of closed fists. She also has a pair of gun-holding hands. And she has a, this is her sword-holding hand, or she can just give you a thumbs up. Hey, whatever you want to do there. That is for the sword. And you also get this just one kind of relaxed, posed hand right there. And the sword-holding hand, of course, is made for the sword, so you just slide that in there. She holds it like so. And the hands are very easy to swap. They're just on a ball joint. Just pop it off. Pop a new one on. And there you go. Now she has her sword. And as far as the gun holding hand goes, you need to remove the pink part of the gun here. Just pull that off like that. And then this will go into her hand like that. And then you just clip this back on. And there you go. And we just swap that out. Again, very easy to swap out the hands. Just pop it in, plug it in, plug it in. And there you go. She can pew pew slash slash, pew pew slash slash, and all of that good stuff right there. Now there are some alternate display options as well as some other weapon choices we can have here. We can remove these side pieces here. They're just on ball joints. So we can just pop these off. Pop these off like so, and if you want, you can take them and plug them in right here, like that, and like that, and just have these big old kind of hip skirts going on here. Hey, again, it's a thing you can do. If you want to do it, if you like that look, hey, why not? Dare I say why not? Or another thing we can do with this is pop these off. Oops, actually I need to take the sword out of her hand anyway for this. You can take off this whole section here. It's just pegged on. And it's squeaky. There we go. Just pop that off. You can just kind of raise that up. Just kind of fill that gap there. So that does clean up her back. But what we can do here is we can just pop these back in. Like so. Pop. Pop back in. There we go. And we bring in this piece here, and this will just clip in right in here. So you just push that in like that. And we use the sword holding hand for this. And you want to, now the instructions I just want to say it that way for the whole review. The instructions have you plug it in like this, which you can do, but then your thumb kind of gets in the way and it doesn't seem to work as well as I would like. So I plug it in underhand. And this is not going to be the most natural position, but it just looks a lot better. But what you can do is bring your arm up. Just kind of get everything positioned just right. And bring your arm up like that. And actually I need this hand as well, this gun holding hand, so I need to take the gun out of her hand. Come here, release, release. There we go. And at this point we can, and now our arm is drooping. Your arm wasn't drooping before. How dare you give me droopy arm? How dare you? But what we can do here, and the joints for the most part are really snug on this figure also. You kind of bring that up like so. Just kind of get this arm back like that. And then we can take the arrow here and just kind of get that into position. And now she has like a bow and arrow deal going on. Of course, I can do this way better when the camera's not on, but of course the camera's on, so nothing wants to work with me. But you get the idea. You can have a little bow and arrow deal happening there. And of course it doesn't want to work with me. There it is. I got it to work. You know how? Because I turned the camera off. And it worked perfectly. There you go. But there, you have the bow and arrow set up if you want to do it. So, there you go. And another thing you get is an optional head sculpt. The one that is on her right now is just, you know, just stern, serious face, but we can just rip off her head and plug on this new one, and she has her mouth open and looks like she's sticking her tongue out, which is just kind of weird. That's just, yeah, no, not really. Don't like that. But, you know, hey, options, and as always, options are good. So, hey, why not? And yes, we do need to talk about these because you also get an optional pair of roboobs. Now, the ones that are on her are just done in pearlescent white, and they are a hard plastic. But you also get an optional pair here that seems like they're rubber, and they're squishable. They're squishable. They're yeah. That's a conscious choice they made. But anyway, to swap out her roboobs, we just need to basically raise up all of this like so, and then these just pop off, and you pop on the squishable roboobs, and just put it all back together, and there you go. Now she has her her squishable roboobs. I don't like these just because I like the pearlescent finish, and these are just, you know, flat rubber. I mean, they're not flat, but you get what I'm saying. Color-wise, they're flat, so they don't match up with everything. So I personally like the more pearlescent roboobs, but hey, you have roboob options, and as always, roboob options are good. Oh, Lord. So there you have that, and now for comparison. Here she is with the Thrilling 30 Deluxe Arcee, with the Weijiang upscaled version. And here she is with the Fans Toys Arcee. And the thing with Arcee is that she always looked like she was wearing a crop top and panties, but this figure just took it a little farther. Just a little. Just a smidge farther. Just a little bit. But there you go. So there you have NICEE, and design choices aside, and I know people have their feelings about it, and that's fine, to each their own, but design choices aside, this actually is a really well done, well made figure. You know, it feels very good quality. Everything is snug, everything is sturdy, nothing feels fragile or flimsy. I'm sure somebody in the comments will say, I bought this and everything broke the second I took it out of the box, because that's always the case, but I've had no issues with my copy anyway. The transformation works well, it works pretty smoothly. All in all, very nicely done, in my opinion. I do wish it had come with the original Arcee head sculpt that they were planning on releasing this with. Hopefully, Firebird will, you know, find a way to release that head sculpt in some form or fashion. They are working on a Windblade currently, so maybe they'll sneak in that Arcee head sculpt with their Windblade, who knows, but again, I do hope they manage to release that head sculpt in some form or fashion, but, you know, as is, I mean, she just looks like a, you know, an anime robo-girl cosplaying as Arcee, and that's fine, but all in all, like I said, it's still a well-made figure, and I do quite dig it, so there you go. Now, I picked this up from Show Z Store. I'll put a link to their site in the description down below, so you can check that out. For all your other Transformers needs, you can always check out BigBadToyStore.com, also linked in the description down below, so you can check that out as well. You can also check out my third-party Transformers playlist for any reviews you may have missed, also linked in the description down below, so you can check that out as well. And I think that's it, so don't forget to check out EmGo's, check out Love Peace Paranormal, follow me on Twitter, all of that good stuff down in the description below, and I think that's pretty much all there is to say. So, there is the Big Firebird toy NICEE, and this is EmGo saying, remember, you don't stop playing because you grow old because you stop playing. Be geek, be proud, palm in your face. Hey, Springer, have you heard about Arcee? What about her? I heard she got some kind of makeover. Makeover? Listen, kid, I know I made plans with you, but I'm gonna have to break them because I've got better things to do tonight.